What the hell is up, everybody, and welcome to my $350,000 month email strategy in 15 minutes. Here is the exact full guide so you can quit being a clown and start helping your clients make some serious cash, as well as make yourself some cash along the way, because let's get real, you guys want this lifestyle. That's why you're watching this shit. You want to be Mr. Steal Your Girl. I know you, okay? I already know what you want, so without further ado, let's get straight into this shit. Every email marketing expert talks about open rates and click-through rates. But while they're obsessing over vanity metrics, like, you know, every other gold digger out there with the BBLs and the boob jobs, I'm generating $350K per month in actual revenue for a single client. And the difference is, I don't think like a marketer, I think like a business owner who happens to use email marketing as the primary revenue driver. So most people send emails hoping something sticks. I send emails with mathematical precision, knowing exactly how much revenue each campaign will generate before I even hit send. Okay, so the next 15 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the exact email strategy that is currently generating $350K monthly across only a couple clients. This includes the psychological triggers and technical infrastructure and revenue optimization tactics that most email marketers have never even heard of, especially copywriters. This isn't just theory. This is the playbook I'm actively using right now to manage campaigns for 9 to 12-figure brands. And fair warning, this isn't going to be super dense. If you're looking for basic email tips, this isn't for you, because this is actually going to be insanely dense. I spoke a little too soon, but if you want to understand how email marketing actually works at scale, take notes, all right? And make sure that you watch the end of the video, because I'm dropping absolute heat that literally no one else on YouTube's talking about, because I have the biggest clients in the copywriting game, all right? I'm the final boss. I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl. So without further ado, I want you to do this part, because this video is about your strategy. Okay, so first it comes down to my 17-step email profit formula, okay? That increases email clients' revenue by 253%. All right, this includes upsells, downsells, abandoned cart sequences, welcome flow, application abandon, book a call abandon emails, etc. This also comes down to being extremely targeted with your copywriting. So this means that you need to have like every email planned out for the week and have everybody walk through a sales cycle, okay? Starting with the emotion side of the sales cycle, then going all the way down to selling the dream. Selling the dream, building up hype, going into logic and objection handling, and then ending with urgency, scarcity, and ethical fear, as Russell Brunson calls it. All right, next you want extremely targeted segmenting, okay? Because without this, you literally have nothing. And majority of what email copywriters do is they will segment down on their email list, okay? Which means they're gonna send less people, and this is extremely flawed from the get-go, all right? You do not wanna do this, because yes, it'll protect your email deliverability, which means it'll help you protect your domain reputation, your IP reputation, but what it doesn't do is it doesn't help you send as many people as possible, because your job as an email marketer working for a big list is to only segment when you need to. Like obviously you're gonna have to segment by either buyers or non-buyers or other parts of the email sequence, but you want to send as many people as possible while still hitting 20% opens. And this is for Active Campaign and MailChimp. MailChimp is actually a bit higher, like 30%. Go High Level, HubSpot as well, SendLane, all the main ones. Now, when you send to other ones like Keep or Klaviyo, you're going to want to hit more like 30% opens. And actually with Keep, in my experience, unless you're hitting 60% opens, you're probably hitting spam. So just be wary with Keep clients, because they're very finicky. And then also, here's another point, is Entreport and Maripost have the best deliverability hands down, and they're also best for clients that use affiliate marketing. Next, you want to be really good at identifying lowest hanging fruit for your client, okay? So you're going to want to create a customer journey of A to Z, exactly where the customer goes or the lead goes throughout the entire process. So I usually create a mind map, and I'll take everybody from the ad to the email sequence, either they buy or don't buy, and then they get fed a separate email sequence after that, okay? And so if somebody says no to buying over and over and over, then we just nurture them, and we pull back the brakes a little bit, or pull off the gas a little bit and put on the brakes, and then give them more of a chance to enter our ecosystem in other areas of the funnel. And then when they buy something and then they buy again, we'll upsell them more and more until they stop. But if they start saying no after buying at least one thing, then we start downselling, okay? And then at the end of this customer journey, we always end with them getting daily emails or broadcast emails, because that's our testing ground. That's where we're able to test email angles and bring them into the workflows, and we find ones that hit. Next, most important piece of the puzzle is understanding content context versus skill. So if you have really good context about the email list, like you know exactly what works with the list, you have your finger on the pulse of the collective consciousness of the email list and exactly where they're residing, that is worth its weight in gold and much more than just pure raw skill. For example, I did an A/B split test versus Alex Hormozi's marketing manager, and I was actually able to win because I had a lot more context on the email list versus him alone. So do not sleep on this fact. It's also important to note that when you take over an email list, you always want to build upon the context. So review all the previous email automations and the workflows and the broadcast emails and study the stats, study the open rates, study the click-through rates, and get a gauge for exactly what works with the list so that you can build upon what works. Last thing you want to do is enter a big email list and start testing from the ground up, because odds are when you try to reinvent the wheel like that, you're going to perform worse than if you had just built upon the context someone else built, like the previous email marketer or the business owner or whoever was sending the emails before you. And then you want to test and iterate from there, and if it performs worse, you can always regress back to where you were in the mean of the entire email list, because then you have a solid base to test off of from there. Next part of the process is you want to deliver weekly and monthly reports to your clients, because this is how you're going to keep them for months on end. I keep my clients for 12 plus months, for example, and it's because I dial in their weekly reports. The more you talk to your client, the more likely you're going to keep them for a long time. And if you track North Star KPIs, KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. North Star means it's a key performance indicator you're looking towards. So for example, I like to track not just opens and clicks, but total number of clicks, if that's all I have, or email revenue per email, if we're doing e-com, or if we're doing book a call, high ticket coaches, then we're going to do qualified apps generated per email or booked calls per email, because then we're able to separate ourselves in how we do versus the sales team and how they do, which is key and extremely important. Okay, so this video is a little bit less than 15 minutes, but you get the overall strategy. So that's my complete strategy and how I make just a couple clients $350K per month with my email strategy, everything from strategic planning to technical execution to optimizing tactics, okay? This is extremely high level view of everything and extremely basic. If you want to go much deeper, the framework I shared with you is literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, my agency implements this exact system for clients who pay us up to $15K a month or even up to $21,000 per month, and it consistently generates an ROI of 10 to 30x. But here's the reality. Having the strategy is only half the battle. The other half is execution. You could literally take everything I just shared and try to implement it yourself, figuring out all the technical setup, managing all the moving pieces, optimizing based on performance data and handling client communication, or you could work with someone who's already perfecting the system and has a proven track record of implementing it for 9 to 12-figure brands. Okay, so if we're being honest here, if you're not already generating $50K per month from email marketing or copywriting as a whole, you probably need help executing at this level. That's why I created my program, Full Stack Email Marketer. And it's not just a training, it's a complete implementation system for building your own email marketing and copywriting business using my exact strategy. So I don't just teach you theory, I show you exactly how to execute every piece and give you all my templates and SOPs and provide ongoing coaching and even share client referrals from my overflow to the students. While other courses teach generic email marketing tactics, actually very few people teach email marketing tactics. Most people are just teaching copywriting alone. Actually, nobody teaches email marketing as a whole. I'm the only person right now, at the time of this recording, that teaches you how to actually push send on the emails. So if you're serious about being a copywriter, you need to become an email marketer for many reasons, because you'll keep your clients on retainer for an extremely long time and you justify your return on investment, so you're able to charge 5 to 6K a month or 15K or 21K per month and keep your clients 12 plus months. Okay, and if you want to get into email marketing, I'm literally the only person out there that teaches how to push send on the emails and how to set up the entire strategy and technical setup and deliverability optimization for email marketing. And the exact high performance systems that work for 8 to 9-figure brands or up to 12-figure brands, because I'm actively running them. So if you want to stop guessing about email strategy and start implementing the exact systems that generate millions in revenue, click the first link in the description right now and learn how I can help you master this complete email marketing framework and build your own successful email marketing business. So click that link now and I'll see you on the other side.